Hello and welcome to Prairie View, Texas. We're here at the Prairie View Cricket Complex. We're going to see a matchup that's going to be big in terms of the playoffs here in this UST Minor League Youth Tournament of 2022. As the Houston Hurricanes are all set to take on the St. Louis Americans. And the winner of this game will go on to play the Dallas Mustangs in the conference finals later today. We saw the Houston Hurricanes with a dominating performance to get to this position yesterday against the East Bay Blazers. St. Louis with a dominating performance against Seattle Thunderbolts as well yesterday. We've given you most of our coverage from Prairie View ground number 2, but instead we're going to be at PV1 here. A change in the fields again. This matchup, the big matchup for both teams. It's a must-win. And the Houston Hurricanes, they're going to be batting first. The St. Louis Americans, they won the toss. They elected to bowl. They've been good at chasing. Yesterday, bowled out the Seattle Thunderbolts to a score of 70, scoring that in just 10 overs. So they've been so good. So they'll be looking to do the same thing here to the Houston Hurricanes. I'm Om Patel and ready to get going. For this first delivery, it's Tana Fawasi coming off a low score and Abhinav Sikaram. Not Munip Chaudhry opening the batting for the Houston Hurricanes. Mohit Patel with the ball in hand. So in come first delivery here for Mohit Patel. And first delivery is going to go over the top and runs straight away here for the Houston Hurricanes. And a good effort though, but it's going to be 4 of them. Tana Fawasi just ramping this one over, fine leg. You could see it was dug in. That's 4 runs straight away here for the Houston Hurricanes. And take a look at the effort here by the fielder coming down. Almost was able to push this one back into play, but all he could do was help it over the rope. Brings up the first boundary for the Houston Hurricanes. Again, St. Louis won't be too upset with that. A bit of an edgy start here for the Hurricanes. This one, Fuller, is hit up in the air and is going to be hit, I think, well enough. Yeah, it's just going to be away from one fielder. 2 fielders were converging on it. Again, Tana Fawasi not middling this one at all, trying to take it over the top and make use of the power play. There is a deep mid-wicket. I just fell short of him and the fielder coming around from mid-on. But a positive approach here from Tanaf. Again, got out for a low score yesterday. You can see he's trying to swing early from the get-go. Another big swing this time. Has he connected on it? It's just going to be a bounce away from that fielder at mid-on. He's able to save it for 4. Keep it to just 2 again. But you can see Tanav, he's targeting that same area against Mohit Patel. And the Hurricanes coming in showing some real intent here early on. It's an overs reduced match that we're playing 12 overs. 12 overs is what we're playing, so they know they have to get going early, and that's why you can see the change of approach. This one is whipped away through the leg side. There is that deep mid-wicket, so should just keep it to 1 and does. So we'll get to see our first look at Abhinav Sikaram. Again, Abhinav did not open the batting yesterday. It was Munip Chaudhry who did it. Member of the Houston Hurricanes in minor league cricket. Scored 94 in week 1 in their loss to the Dallas Mustangs. Instead is Abhinav Sikaram. Sikaram coming in as a left-handed bat, trying to keep that lefty-righty partnership going. Throw the bowler off a rhythm. 2 balls to go here in the first. And bounce straight away there for Mohit Patel. Pull the length back Just rises on Abhinav, and you can see it catches him square on the glove, him shaking the hands out. Mother Patel has been getting some good balance anytime he goes on a length. You saw the first delivery that just rose up on Tanav, this time much closer, straighter to the body of Abhinav. Final delivery here of the first over. Pushed out wide, slashed through covers, and it's going to go all the way along the ground for 4 runs. A great way for Abhinav to end this over. Given width, doesn't miss out. Can you take a look at it? Goes full and tries to push it wide of Abhinav, but all he could do was put it in the hitting arc. That cover drive comes out, and 4 runs to end the over. At the end of 1 over, the score reads 13 without loss. So we welcome you back here into the second over at the Prairie View Cricket Complex. The Houston Hurricanes, they go for 13 in that first. And again, because of the delayed start we had this morning, it is only a 12-over match. So that is why we're going to get to see these two show a lot of aggression early. And you can try to play it. You can see it's Siddhant Shah coming in to bowl here for St. Louis Americans. Starting spin here in the second over. This one hit straight back down the ground, and he's just going to go over the fielder, and is going to go away for 4 runs there. Again, positive stuff here from Tanav. Take a look at this, a left arm orthodox. I think just getting a little bit too full there. Just missed the length he was looking for. Just goes over the top of the man in the infield and runs away for 4. Against the Siddhant, just want to pull that length back a bit. You know Tanav is trying to swing. This time follows him into the block hole. Just off the pads. And again, you see the intent here from Tanav is to go big early. He's not going to sit back and just wait for it to come. As you take a look at this delivery, just follows him outside that leg stump and just finds that pad on the way through. This one just hit. Excuse me, never mind. It's going to be called a dead ball there. Tanav wanted just to get away from it. Wasn't quite ready. And here we go. Siddhant Shah going to come in for his 3rd delivery. Again following Tanav, and he's helped it over the leg side. He's found the gap. Oh, good effort there. Going to keep it from 4. Just 1 bounce to the fielder. Made a long ways over from a spot at deep mid-wicket to keep it just to 1. And you can see every delivery, Tanav just making room for himself, looking to heave it. Siddhant just following him, and again, I think maybe just drifting a little bit too far down the leg side. But now he's going to get the left-handed Abhinav Sikaram on strike. And Abhinav showed off that wonderful cover drive, and he's going to stay around the wicket for the left-hander. Pulls the length back and just pushed into the offside for 1. Again, I think if you are Siddhant, the length you're bowling to Tanav, I think is just too full. You're allowing him just to swing the arms. You can see the intent straight away is to do that. Maybe just pull the length back. See if you can get any turn and extract that extra spin off the wicket. Again, following, did pull the length back, and all he could do was find point. That's a better delivery here from Siddhant. I think that's where you'd want to keep it. Again, just on a length, not allowing Thanav to swing. This time, Thanav comes down the track. He's helped it over the offside. That's a much better looking shot, and he gets a much bigger reward. 6 runs for that. Used his feet, got to the pitch of the ball, helps it over the offside. Give him 6. Can you just take a look at this? Knew he was going to pull the length back. He just kept coming down the track and goes into out on it. Over wide, long off. Make it 6 runs to end that second over. 25 without loss.
At UST, we approach problems a little differently, with humility, humanity, and integrity, which means we can build without boundaries. We can be nimble and determined, bridging the gap between big ideas and a better future, unlocking the power of technology and creating an impact that lasts. We're engineers and architects, designers and technologists. We co-create with the world's best companies, helping them conquer their toughest business challenges. Born Digital, we embed innovation, agility, and resiliency into everything our clients do. Reach into our toolbox to craft game-changing strategies that drive transformation, break free of convention, and break new ground across the world. We not only transform business, we transform the lives of the people and communities they reach, aspiring to touch 3 billion.
We welcome you back here to Prairie View, Texas. It's the first ball of this third over. Going to be wide. It's Shiv Shani coming into bowl, the left arm seamer. And again, with just 12 overs to be bowled, just want to make sure you're consolidating these overs between your bowlers. Save them for big periods. You're going to get a lot of 1-over spells. This time Abhinav just trying to work it into the offside. You're going to try to take that quick single, and they do. Good running here. Knew that ball just kind of was in an awkward position for that backward point fielder. They took off from it. You're going to need to find runs any way you can, every opportunity that you get. Now the right-hander will be on strike. Shiv Sani yesterday bowled 2 overs and took a wicket. We'll look for one early today. And that time pulls the length back. Antan Afwasi looks like it's come off that right hand of his as well. You can see him shaking. A little bit of extra bounce extracted from that length from both pacers. And Shiv would be looking for a wicket here to back his wicket yesterday. This one is a no ball. It's an outside edge as well. It's going to fly over for 4 runs. But more importantly, you get a free hit off of it. Shiv Sani just overstepping, gave some width. 4 plus the no ball. Okay, and just take a look at this. Goes on a length, and the key is the overstep there. The overstep and just that thickish outside edge. That's a runaway for 4. So now Tanafwasi, who's shown great intent, has a free hit. It's going to go anywhere along the ground. Look to go big over the leg side. It chips it straight up. He's dropped it, but it won't matter. Wouldn't have mattered if he caught it anyway. It's a free hit ball. Again, if you just take a look at it. Good, well bowled here from Shiv. Rolled the fingers over it, dug it into the wicket. Just skied up into the air, and again, just held it to 1. It's a win there for the St. Louis Americans. Again, Shiv has been consistently taking at least a wicket in every match that they've played. He's going to want one early here. It's Abhinav now on strike, the lefty, who looks to pull it. He's put it up in the air. I think he's cleared the infield. Won't find the boundary. Will find 2 runs, however. Again, these two making use of the fielding restrictions of that power play. Just trying to go over the top early on, not trying to settle in and push it around. They know they only have 12 overs to work with. Again, that delayed start just changes the game. This one again rolls the fingers, again hit up in the air. Fielder at long off. Will he catch it? He does. No mistake on that occasion. Try to go big. Shiv, he just rolls his fingers over it, slows the pace down, and Abhinav unable to pick that one up and goes all the way to that fielder at long off. Safe pair of hands, and that is the first wicket to fall. Take a look. He just tried to go big, replicate that shot previous. This time all he could do, find the hands of that long off fielder. And for the fall of that first wicket, 35 on the board.
Hi, this is Pranoti Nadkarni with Master Strokes Cricket Americas. I would like to thank UST Minor League Youth Tournament for having our team Houston Hurricanes. Go Hurricanes!
Thank you to our sponsors, Kudu B Raiders, Texas Skywalkers, and Houston Hurricanes, and to our training facilities, Creek Base and Prairie View Cricket Complex.
And that fall of wicket from Abhinav brings out Muneeb Chowdhury. Can open the batting yesterday, scored 43. He's a guy who takes a little bit of time to get going. But in this match here, you're not going to have a lot of time to do so. Going to have to get going quickly, and the first wicket goes. St. Louis will be very happy about that. But again, Muneeb Chowdhury, we know what he can do. 94 in the opening weekend against the Dallas Mustangs in minor league cricket for the Houston Hurricanes. Scored that 94 in a losing effort. But the Houston Hurricanes here are going to hope for big innings from him. This one short back of a length is put over the top of the infield. Is going to run, and is going to run all the way for 4. There's no fielder there at deep point. It was easy once you get it over the infield, and Tanafasi, the way he's striking it, wasn't going to miss out. Again, dug into the wicket, just made some room for himself, and was able just to guide it over the top of backward point. Couple of bounces, it rolls over the rope for 4. That does it for this third over, and at the end of 3, 39 for the loss of 1.
At MiLC, we are serious about developing the youth cricket in the country.
We provide a lot of opportunities for the youth to show their talents,
including MLC Junior Championship, U11 and U13.
Under 15.
Under 17.
UST MiLC Youth, the most competitive youth tournament in the country.
Welcome back here to Prairie View, Texas, at the Prairie View Cricket Complex here for the UST Minor League Youth Tournament of 2022. The first wicket fell in that previous over, but to follow it up, the Houston Hurricanes get a boundary. Tanafasi's gone quickly here in this reduced overs match. 12 overs to be had for each side. I guess we get to see our first look at Muneeb Chowdhury. It's Barth coming into bowl. This one dug in short. It's cracked away through the offside. I think it's going to find the boundary. It has. Short, wide, and Muneeb Chowdhury, even though he's new to the middle, is not going to miss out. Again, Barth Patel just dragging it down. Just sat up, asked to be hit. Muneeb Chowdhury kindly obliged, sends it along the boundary for 4. This one lofted up, it's hit straight back down the ground, and it's going to be another boundary. He's bisected the fielders there. Lovely shot from Muneeb, not taking any time to get going. Back-to-back boundaries for him. Again, this one overcompensates, touch overpitched, and too easy for a man of Muneeb Chowdhury's class. Sends it back down the ground for 4. Slows it down on at length, and you can see some turn there. So better delivery that from Parth Patel. That's where you're going to want to keep it. They do take a single, and it brings Donna Fossey to strike. Again, 29 from 13. He's looked so good today. Going after it from ball one. How does Parth look to bowl here against Donoff? Can he get this big breakthrough early? Donoff again making room, just follows him and runs it down to third man. You can see how much that turned, and smart batting there from Donoff. Didn't try to do anything fancy, just runs it down. Take a look. Look where this one started. Right outside the off stump. It looked like it might have found maybe an outside edge, hit the body of the keeper, and then run through. And there's a big swipe at it. It's up in the air. Who's going to find it? It's going to fall safe. No one at sweeper cover. Fielders in covers running backwards. Couldn't collect it. Going to make it 2 more runs. This time off the bat of Muneeb Chowdhury. Parth Patel yesterday, 3 overs, 11 runs. Couldn't find that wicket. Started giving up more runs, but can he capitalize? This one again turned, worked into the leg side. Quick running and a quick single to end the over. That's 4 overs gone. 52 for the loss of 1.
Welcome to American Cricket Academy and Club, home of the St. Louis Americans.
ACAC Park is where a community comes together to build character and play cricket.
Here at ACAC Park, we are moving cricket to the next level with beautiful facilities like these.
Thank you to UST and our local sponsors for their continued support.
Welcome back here to Prairie View, Texas. 4 overs have been bowled here in this 12-over match. 52 runs on the board. Donna Fossey, he's taking the attack to the bowlers. He's 30 from 14, but Muneeb Chowdhury, he hasn't missed out. 12 from 5. And again, for the St. Louis Americans, you're going to see a lot of 1-over spells. And again, you have to be on rhythm straight away if you're a bowler. Just have no time to settle in. As a bat as well, you just got to get going. Don't want to suck up too many dots. Good change in bowling here. Coming in to Muneeb Chowdhury. It's Parth Mehta. This one pulled away through the leg side and finds the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Parth Mehta, the young leg spinner from St. Louis. Coming in, going to see if he can extract some turn. Yesterday against Seattle, given the ball, took 3 wickets in his 3 overs, gave up just 17 runs as well. Going to be looking for a repeat of that performance here. This is the wicket he'd be looking for. Donna Fossey, who's gone off to a flying start. It's skied up into the air. It's hit straight back. Has he got all of it? Yeah, no doubt about it. Sent it all the way down the ground. The fielder there might have spilled it, but he's already outside the boundary. That's 6 more to the name of Donna Fossey. You can take a look. It's flighted up here, angling down the leg side, and he was just able to get under it. And that fielder there, he did spill it, but he's already 3 steps over the rope. Wouldn't have mattered had he caught it anyway. 6 more to the name, and the Houston Hurricanes, they're flying at the moment. This one, a drag down is pulled. It's aerial. It's going to fall short of that fielder. Keeps it to just 1. Houston just off to the races. 60 runs already on the board here in this 5th over. Big swipe there for Muneeb Chowdhury. Appeal for stumping. Wicketkeeper was convinced. Bowler didn't appeal. And leg umpire had no interest in it. Again, Muneeb, just take a look at this. Went for the big swipe. Just take a look at that back foot of his. Has it come up. It's on the ground, on the ground, on the ground. Again, hard to tell whether it's inside the line from this angle, but Muneeb never felt that he was worried. He kept his foot in the same spot. So I think it's a good decision there. Again, flighted up, this time outside the off stump. It's hit straight back. That's not a delivery that's going to get you a wicket. It's going to get sent back for 6. Gives the width to Muneeb Chaudhary. Overpitched. Muneeb Chaudhary does the rest. Again, take a look. Flights it up. Gave him room to swing his arms. And Muneeb Chaudhary just too good to miss out on that ball. The second 6 in the over, and there's still 1 delivery to go.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Welcome back here to Prairie View, Texas. 1 delivery left in this 5th over. Been a good over this for the Houston Hurricanes. Already 14 runs to come from it, including the 2 sixes. 1 off the bat of Tanafwasi, 1 off the bat of Muneeb Chaudhary. I think they're just trying to find that delivery. Struck so firmly. Again, for the Houston Hurricanes, if you put up a mammoth total here, get yourself to 120, which they're well on pace for. You put so much pressure on the chasing side. It's never easy scoring with pressure on. That's what they're going to hope to do. If they get to 120, they feel well in front of this match and like their chances. And again, we'll be right back. Just hoping for the ball to come back. We'll be right back after a short break.
At UST, we approach problems a little differently, with humility, humanity, and integrity, which means we can build without boundaries. We can be nimble and determined, bridging the gap between big ideas and a better future, unlocking the power of technology and creating an impact that lasts. We're engineers and architects, designers and technologists. We co-create with the world's best companies, helping them conquer their toughest business challenges. Born digital, we embed innovation, agility, and resiliency into everything our clients do. Reach into our toolbox to craft game-changing strategies that drive transformation, break free of convention, and break new ground across the world. We not only transform business, we transform the lives of the people and communities they reach, aspiring to touch 3 billion lives in the process. Because together, we build for boundless impact.
A ball has been retrieved here in the Prairie View Cricket Complex. 1 ball to go here in this 5th over. Again, 2 big blows back down the ground. 1 from the bat of Muneeb Chaudhary, 1 from Tanafwasi. How does young Parth Mehta respond? Flights it up again. There's width again. This one sliced. Not quite middle. Fielder there. And has he taken it? Yes, running back. He's got it. Parth Mehta with his first wicket. Running back, it's never easy taking a catch over your head. And the fielder made it look ever so easy. The second wicket goes here. This time, it's Muneeb Chaudhary. Gonna take a look. He's just pulled the length back slightly on this occasion, causing it to spin on Muneeb, who could only just slice it up. And again, the man at cover, running back, takes it over his head. It's never easy taking a catch like that, but he made it look ever so easy. And at the end of 5 overs, 66 for the loss of 2.
At MiLC, we are serious about developing the youth cricket in the country.
We provide a lot of opportunities for the youth to show their talents,
including MLC Junior Championship, U11 and U13.
Under 15.
Under 17.
UST MiLC Youth, the most competitive youth tournament in the country.
5 overs gone here in this 12-over match between the Houston Hurricanes and the St. Louis Americans. For those of you just tuning in, might not understand the magnitude of this match. The winner of this match will go on and play the Dallas Mustangs in the conference finals. And again, the winner of those conference finals will meet the winner of the Atlantic Conference Finals between the Warsaw Raptors and the New Jersey Stallions, which will be held here later today. And again, those two will play in the finals to see who comes out on top. Right now, Houston, they've gotten off to a great start, 66 in 5 overs. They're 2 wickets down now. They send out Sajid Chowdhury to replace Munib Chowdhury. And Parth Mehta bringing that first big wicket in. And for St. Louis, can you corral the Hurricanes back in? Can you just weather the storm here and keep them under a score of 120? Again, anything above 120 you feel would be very difficult. I mean, 10 and over from the very beginning of your innings. They've turned to Arnav Jam to come in and bowl. Arnav, again, part of this St. Louis setup, opens the batting. Opened it yesterday against Seattle. Been given the ball at times as well. This one flied it up. It was a full toss. He's missed out completely there, Sajid. I'm going to feel as if he should have put that one away to the boundary. And that one met him on the full. Arnav has been brought in to reel things back. This one's chipped straight up. Who wants it? Who's going to find it? Arnav doesn't make the mistake. He did all the hard work with the ball. He wasn't going to miss out taking the catch. And that third wicket goes. And again, exactly why they bring Arnav back in. He's been so consistent, so economical. Finally gets a wicket here in this tournament. Again, take a look. Flights it up. This time finds the length. Looking for that big slog sweep. Couldn't get any of it. And Arnav Jam isn't going to miss out on that catch. The third wicket goes. The Houston Hurricanes. They're 66 for the loss of 3.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you, USD, a global provider of digital transformation solutions to large enterprises, for partnering with MiLC Youth.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, USD.
That wicket there of Sajid Chowdhury just puts a halt in what the Houston Hurricanes thought was going to be a pretty flawless day with the bat. Got off to a great start. Lost 2 wickets. And now lose number 3. Donna Fossey, who's played a good knock, has just been at the non-striker's end for a little bit of time now. And the Houston Hurricanes, a batting order that needs to keep the runs flowing. Newman in the middle. It's the skipper at the non-striker's end, Shreyan. Short and just pulled into the leg side. They could push for 2. They will. They go for it. Chance of a run out. Unable to collect it. Would have been close had he. But good running this. Good intent to keep Donoff going. Keep him on strike. Again, take a look at this. Took off for that first one quickly. Decided to take the second one right there. And you can see the throw coming in. Yeah, looked like it would have been really tight. Would have been interesting for that umpire had the ball just come on cleanly. The bail's been taken off. Instead, Donoff gets 2 and he'll be back on strike. And 39 from 17 he is. Goes for the switch hit. Misses out on everything. It's just hit the wicketkeeper high on that leg. And you see him faking that switch hit early. Take a look right there. Makes that motion and then elects to play it. That ball just turning in on him. Not the shot you want to play against the turn. A lot of risk involved. Rather just play with it. You're a right-hander against an off-spinner. That's the matchup you want. Feed it into the leg side. This time way outside. All they could do is just get a little bit of bat on it. Tap it covers. Just going to get 1 from it. So we get to see our first look at the captain here today. Shreyan Satish, who played A little bit of a knock yesterday and helped his team with both bat and ball. Took a good sharp catch at short cover off his brother's bowling. We'll get to see that later today. Again, has no time to just kind of settle. Has to be at least scoring single doubles early, straight away, if not the boundaries. That one just jumps up on him from a length. A good delivery that to end the over for the St. Louis Americans. A good one for them. Just cost them 3 runs and a wicket. 69 for the loss of 3.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Parth Mehta going to come back for his second over. Just took a wicket. Chasing after that one, Thanif probably could have let it go and be a wide, but instead going to be one off the bat. This one, a lot of turn on offer, wide called, and again, you can just see looping it up and off the wicket, getting a lot of turn and making the batsman chase after it. Starts that ball around middle stump, you're going to get a big slog sweep, and that wicket will come. This one pulled away into the leg side, at least going to be 2, but it's going to be 4. He's bisected the fielders there, mid-wicket, couldn't get around to it. Hit it very straight there, Shreyan Satish. Latched onto the short one quickly. Again, take a look. Just waited for it, and able to pull it very straight in between those 2 fielders. 4 more to the Houston Hurricanes. Parth Mehta giving up 6 runs in his first 2 deliveries with the wide 4 and a single. Shreyan Satish, he's taking advantage of the looseners. This one is cut away into the offside, just going to fall short of any fielder. Going to be 1 run out there. And again, you see a lot of overbounce here for Barth, and Shreyan just hanging on that back foot. Waiting to play it after it spun. Barthi pitched it up a little bit, started on middle. I think he's going to find a lot of success with that. We saw Adam Khan earlier this week with an absolute Jaffa pitching outside. Leg stump coming back on to crash onto off, and in that reach length for the batsman. So can he get there? This one is a low full toss. It dipped quite nicely. And it's been well fielded along the boundary. Good diving effort. Keeps it to another single. Again, the fielding is going to be key. You don't have much margin for error if you're either side. This one cut short. It's up in the air again. Just short of that fielder at long off. Going to be another single. You won't mind the singles if you're St. Louis, but that boundary in the over really just makes it another good over for the Houston Hurricanes. 77 here in the 7th over. Still some balls remaining. This one, I think, is a much better delivery. He's pulled away into the leg side. He's going to find the fielder there. They're going to push for 2. No, they'll just settle. Let's go and settle for 1, Thanif, and that'll do it for the over. 7 overs gone, 79 for the loss of 3.
Hi, this is Pranoti Nadkarni with Master Strokes Cricket Americas. I would like to thank UST Minor League Youth tournament for having our team, Houston Hurricanes. Go Hurricanes!
Thank you to our sponsors, Kudu B Raiders, Texas Skywalkers, and Houston Hurricanes, and to our training facilities, Creek Base and Prairie View Cricket Complex.
This delivery here, this over here, going to be bowled by Barth Mehta coming in. Excuse me, Barth Mehta just finished his second over. It's Arnav Jam coming in to bowl his second over. Just went for 3 in his first, took a wicket. This one a full toss and crunch through the covers, but just to the fielder at cover inside the ring, so going to just be 1. We're going to see Shreyan, the skipper, back on strike. Makes some room for himself, followed him all the way through. Arnav, good delivery that. And just again another single, won't mind this as long as the boundary doesn't follow. We'll go to Tanafwasi here, who's on strike. He slowed down quite a bit, got to 39 in a hurry. Now he's on 44, hasn't found a boundary in quite some time. He's going to be looking to play some of these bigger shots and get down the ground. Looking to get to his half century in style. Makes some room, it's dragged down short, it's cut away through the offside. Oh, good effort there by sweeper cover to get around to it. Keeps it to just 2. That's really good stuff there by the man out in the deep. Ball was struck real firmly. Had to move just a couple of steps over. Good work getting his entire body behind that ball and keeping it just to 2. Got to save every run that you can. Runs so important here in a 12-over match. Anyone that you can save just takes a little bit more pressure off of your side going into chase. Going this time through the leg side, takes the aerial route and gets it all the way for 6. We talked he slowed up, but this 6, not only is it his first boundary in quite some time, it's his half century. You can see the bat raise, a little bit of a touch of his number. Take a look, just heaves it over that leg side. Picked the length early. And again, a well-made half century for Tanafwasi. 52 from 25, over 200 strike rate. He's been really special and got going straight away. Been a big part of why Houston has this mammoth total already of 89 and could be looking at something really special. 4 4s, 3 6s. This one's maneuvered through third man. Will have the legs to get for 4. Will make that another 4 to his name. Make it his 5th 4 of the day. And a great way for the Houston Hurricanes to end that over. Again, just take a look. This just stays on his stumps. And again, just a little bit of finesse that time. Showed the power of the previous ball. This time, the finesse between the 2 fielders. And still a delivery to go here in this 8th over. And Tanafwasi has found his rhythm again. Showing off the big strokes. Moves the score to 93. This one again short, again wide, again pushed into that area. And again, another 4 back-to-back boundaries for Tanafwasi to end this over. Again, short and wide from Arnav Jam. Not what he was quite looking for. And far too easy for a man in this good of a nick. Gets a bit through the infield, and once he got it through there, no chance for sweep recover. 4 runs to end the over, and the Houston Hurricanes, after 8, they're 97 for the loss of 3.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Eight overs gone and already 97 runs on the board in this 12-over match. A projected score of 146 at the moment. And that'll be a huge total in 12 overs. You need above 12 runs every over. Never easy to do. And as that man Tanafwasi, who's at the non-strikers end at the moment, holding the fort down. Shreyan Satish, though, he gets in on the action. Gets one full and wide and sends it straight back over the ropes for 6. Saw 3 boundaries from his partner in the previous one. It continues the 4th straight for the Houston Hurricanes. This one might be the best of them all. Just take another look at this. It was full, gave himself room, and he knew it right away. Got it all the way over the rope for 6, and the 100 comes up here for the Houston Hurricanes. Again, they've been so explosive here already. Huge strike straight back over the bowler's head. Moves the team into the hundreds now. And the captain not missing out. So Siddhant Shah, whose first over just went for 12 runs. Context is the match, not an expensive over. Hit with a 6 straight away. This time another big swing and another big shot. Another big boundary here for Shreyan Satish, who moved this time across his stumps. You can see Siddhant try to push it out wide, but didn't push it out wide enough. As Shreyan Satish gets it in his arc. Gets it over the top again. Take a look. Moves across. Frees his arms. And no chance for that fielder at long on. Make it 5 consecutive boundaries for the Houston Hurricanes. This time 2 off the bat of Shreyan Satish. And as they look for the ball, we'll just take a quick break here in this 9th over.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you, USD, a global provider of digital transformation solutions to large enterprises, for partnering with MiLC Youth.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, USD.
Ball has been found, and that time that ball finds the fielder standing there at point. So the onslaught of boundaries finally comes to an end, but again, it's been destructive. Already 110 runs on the board. This is just the 9th over. Still 3 overs to be bowled after this. The projected score at the moment, 155. This one pulled away into the leg side. He's got it over the top, and that one's going to run all the way to the boundary for 4. The bleeding stops for a moment, but the cut reopens itself with that shot there. Just drifting down the leg side. Siddhant, take a look. Short. I was just able to guide it around. Tanafwasi, he's looked so good today. 4 more for the Houston Hurricanes. And again, these two know they're just swinging at the moment. Looks in such control with every shot they've played. Been really special. This time pulled through the leg side. Has he found the fielder? No, it's over him. That's another boundary. That's a 6 this time. Bigger and better from Tanafwasi. And it's a huge over this for the Houston Hurricanes. Take a look. Siddhant Shah just digging it in short. Tanafwasi quick on the back foot. And gets it over the top of that fielder. Deep mid-wicket. 6 more. Moves the score to 120. Still a delivery left. And you can see the captain just having a word with his left arm orthodox. He's gone for 23 runs in the over. Tanafwasi getting his say in. That's the 3rd 6 of the over. We saw 1-4 as well off the bat of Tanafwasi. And Tanafwasi's moved to 70 from 29. And in a 20 over match, a century is quite hard to come by. At the moment, Tanafwasi here in this 12 over reduced overs match, it's on the cards for him. You never say never. Last delivery here of the 9th. Goes straight back down the track. Has he got all of it? I don't think he has. He finds the fielder, and the fielder takes the catch. 6 and out here for Tanafwasi. A good innings comes to an end. 70 from 30. He has to go, and Siddhant Shah, who gave up 23 runs in the over, gets the big wicket of Tanafwasi to end it. Again, take a look at this. We thought maybe another big strike into the crowd. Looks like it came off the bottom of the bat. Fielder settles underneath it and takes a nice sharp catch along the boundary. You see the celebrations there. That does it. 9 overs gone. A big over this, but the big wicket as well. 120 for the loss of 4.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you, USD, a global provider of digital transformation solutions to large enterprises, for partnering with MiLC Youth.
Thank you, UST.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, USD.
Welcome back here to the Prairie View Cricket Complex here in the UST Minor League Youth Tournament of 2022. We just saw the big wicket of Thana Flossie fall in an over that went for 23 runs. Shreyan Satish has looked so good already today, and that brings out a new man into the middle who will be on strike. It's going to be, again, a man who couldn't quite get it going yesterday with the bat. Didn't really find rhythm and just hit his way out early. In this moment, he's going to just look to hit. It's going to be Ryan Padgiri. Excuse me, it's Ryan Bagani here into bat, and he's going to be facing Mohit Patel. Went for 13 in the first over, but now no more Thana Flossie to worry about. And Ryan just pushes this one into covers, gets the skipper on strike, who's looked so good already today. Played some big shots back down the ground, and already a huge score on the board. Getting a score of 130 is what the Houston Hurricanes defended yesterday in 20 overs. They love their chances defending 130 in 12 overs. And set to get well above that. This one pushed out wide there from Mohit Patel. He saw the movement early from Shreyan away from his stumps. Liked to keep it out of the arc, and ends up being a valuable dot ball. Those have been hard to come by today. Haven't seen many. Not more boundaries and things of that nature. So for Mohit Patel, a little sparkle of dust, of gold dust there. This time moves across the stumps, and a good Yorker there is jammed out from Shreyas Satish. And they're able to go and run for 2. Was he run out? No, looked like Shreyan was quick, and I think that bat came down just in time. It was always going to be tied. It was a good throw in from the deep. Shreyan Satish wanted 2 straight away, and I think that's why he's gotten home. Again, take a look. Clean pick up and throw right to the keeper's gloves. The bat comes down there. He's sliding in. Again, can't really tell where that crease line is, but umpire felt that he was in. Again, the bat was definitely on the ground whilst the bails were being removed. In we come, Mohit Patel. This one straying full down the leg side. Only able to get away for 1. It's going to be off the legs. A great over this for Mohit Patel. Has just given up 5 runs. Again, that's an over you gladly take if you're the St. Louis Americans after experiencing that 23-run over just an over ago. It's a breath of fresh air, 5 runs. 2 deliveries left here in this 10th over. Slower delivery, hit back over the top. Has he got all of it? Fielder settling and takes a good catch. Low to the ground, moves all the way from long on, and Ryan's stay at the crease comes to an end just off his second delivery. Looking to take it back down the ground, but all he could do was find the hands of the man at long gone, and it's been good catching all day today. Again, slowed the ball down, sliced up in the air. Ryan's got big, powerful arms, but all he could do was hit it straight to that fielder out there in the deep. That's going to be the 5th wicket to go here at the And after that 5th wicket goes, it's 124 for the loss of 5.
At MLC, we are serious about developing the youth cricket in the country.
We provide a lot of opportunities for the youth to show their talents,
including MLC Junior Championship U11 and U13.
Under 15.
Under 17.
UST MiLC Youth, the most competitive youth tournament in the country.
Mohit Patel's got a dream over. 4 runs and a wicket with 1 ball to go. We're bowling in and beats the outside edge of the skipper, Shreyan Satish. A good way for it to end. A great over this for the St. Louis Americans, reeling things back in. 10 overs gone, 124 for the loss of 5.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Ten overs gone, 124 on the board. We just witnessed the best over of the day. 4 runs and a wicket coming from it. From Mohit Patel, put his hand up and again looked really good in that over. And we'll get to see our first look of Reith Hinge. Reith yesterday just was knocking things around, played a couple of shots and looked in decent nick, but different situation here. He's got to come in and hit straight away. Interesting for them not to send in a guy like Prathir Mehta, the vice captain, who's known for being a big slogger and big hitter of the ball, with just 2 overs to spare. But they've elected for Reith, who's going to be on strike. And he's pulled this one up in the air. It's going to fall safe and short. Any fielders, just going to be 1. Or bring back the skipper on to strike. Shreyan Satish get his first look here at the new bowler in Mitanesh Nityadanam. This one's slower outside the off stump and is carved over the top of backward point. Running away from Super Cover, who collects it, able to send it in, keeps it to just 2 runs. Again, I think for the St. Louis Americans, all you're looking for is just to hold the boundaries away from the Houston Hurricanes. Again, a huge score of 127 already on the board. Already means you have to go at 10 runs and over. So you want to try to keep them under 140. And again, it's a quick outfield. You have to convert on your opportunities. You got to end this over strong. Get onto a good finish and good finish of the innings, carry momentum into the second. This one a slower Yorker, just dug out. All he's going to find is 1. Again, this is good bowling here from Mitanch, who's come in, bowled the slower ones, bowled the Yorkers, bowled them on a length as well. Mixing things up, keeping both batsmen honest and off balance. You see Reith Hinge just asking for that off stump guard. As this one is short and the extra bounce just carries over. Reith Hinge, who's not able to make contact. Again, thought it was an interesting move to bring him in to the middle. Again, we know the kind of quality player he is. He has to latch on to one of these and try to find a way to keep the runs going. Again, this is the second to last over. This time bat on ball. It's just going to be 1 to Covers. Good over this from Mithanj. He's only given up 5 runs. Still a delivery to go, but he's been real consistent. Throwing the change-ups at these two as well. That's all you can hope for here in the 11th over. It's a huge over, the second to last in any match, any format. Always want to be sharp. Want to keep the pressure on the opposing side going to the final. This time the ramp shot tried, unsuccessful, but it's just away from the gloves of the wicketkeeper, and it's going to be one, I believe, going to be ruled byes there from the umpire. Is ruled byes, and that does it for the 11th over. Again, you take a look at this. Trying to play that ramp shot, just followed him away. Just that one leak of runs. Can't afford that much if you're the St. Louis Americans, but again, a great over for Mithanj. 11 overs gone, 130 for the...
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Final delivery, final over here for the Houston Hurricanes, and this one lifted over the top and finds, no, he spilled it. Nearly the wicket they were looking for. He's just put it down, and they, oh, but he's been run out as well. It's all happening here at Prairie View. It was just put up into the air. He placed it right to that fielder. At sweeper cover, he drops it on the way down, throws it in, and the non-striker gets run out here. Again, take a look. He's made all the hard work, did all the hard work getting there, puts it down. Throw comes in, kind of a half-hearted throw, but it's very accurate. The dive comes out, and it looked close, and the umpire, he's giving him out. Again, all happening. Shreyan Satish, he's going to be at the striker's end. That was the end of Hinge. Heath Hinge had to go. Again, never looked in rhythm. They sent out Arya Kanata now. But again, all happening at ball #1. It is a single. And it does mean the captain is still there. And he'll be facing this next delivery. Slower Yorker, just dug out. They're going to push it for 2. No, just settle for 1. So the new man, he'll have strike. Not quite understanding that. I think I would just rather the captain go and try to take as much strike as he can. He's been in the middle for quite some time. 27 from 17. But 4 balls to go here. 132 on the board. Again, a huge total already. Just looking to add that cherry on top. I guess bat on ball, but he's only found it to backward point. And they just take 1. No throw in here from St. Louis. Don't want to risk any overthrows. Gift the free runs. Mohit Patel, he's the one bowler giving that 3rd over. He's made it count. Again, he gave up just 4 runs in the 10th. Another slower ball, dug out, over the top of the man inside the ring and covered. They should come back for 2. And they do quite easily come back. But again, still a great over this. As long as you're not giving up boundaries, you're going to feel very happy with everything you've done so far. The way you've reeled this score back. Again, at one point, thinking maybe 150, 160 possibly. Would have been mammoth. Still a huge total. But again, St. Louis American showing some fight. This one angled in, just helped over into the leg side. Just going to be a 1 bounce to the fielder. They should push for 2. They are pushing. Chance of a run out, and I think he's gone quite easily. Shreyan Satish this time does not survive. Again, bat clearly in the air, just trying to come back and get himself back onto strike. But he has to go. And take a look. 1 bounce. Good collection. Low to the ground here from the fielder in the deep. Throw comes in. Another chance for Shreyan Satish, who was halfway A one-handed pickup there from the wicketkeeper. Takes off that off stump. And that wicket falls. And the end for the skipper, who's played a decent innings, but another one and run out. 6 runs coming, 136 for the loss of 7.
Hi, this is Pranoti Nadkarni with Master Strokes Cricket Americas. I would like to thank UST Minor League Youth Tournament for having our team Houston Hurricanes. Go Hurricanes!
Thank you to our sponsors, Kudu Bay Raiders, Texas Skywalkers, and Houston Hurricanes, and to our training facilities, Creek Base and Prairie View Cricket Complex.
between the Houston Hurricanes and the St. Louis Americans. The Houston Hurricanes put up a mammoth total in their 12 overs in that first innings, scoring 131. So that means the St. Louis Americans, they need 132 in their innings here to get a win and to advance to the conference finals, where they'll take on the Dallas Mustangs later today. The Houston Hurricanes put up a score of 137 rather, and St. Louis will need 138. Again, this match determines who's going to get into that conference finals to take on the Dallas Mustangs. Again, there's a Pacific Finals and an Atlantic Finals. The winner of the respective ones will face each other in the finals. Again, it's a good test here for the St. Louis Americans. They've grown accustomed to bowling teams out for low scores and chasing down those low scores. We saw it yesterday, them chase down a low score of 79, bowling first, and now they got a task on their hands with the bat. Can they get something real special from one of their openers? That's how the Houston Hurricanes got here. Thanafwasi 70 from 30. It was really spectacular hit shots from ball one. That's the kind of aggression St. Louis will need. Another hot day here at Prairie View. Says the weather, the heat is 94. That's the temperature, but the heat index 103. So the humidity here, that is what is killer. That's what sets it apart from everywhere else. You stand outside, you walk around for about 5 minutes, and you're just drenched in sweat. You're gonna need a new shirt. These players here, they've got their work cut out for them. I see ball number one, shot number one, and wicket number one. Ryan delivers wicket number one straight away. You know the intent has to be there. And Rayan Bagani rolling in to Arnav Jamd. All Jamd could do was find Shreyan Satish standing there at covers. And the first wicket goes from the first delivery here in Prairie View. Can take a look at this. It's that Yorker length, and all he did was just chip it up, and covers made no mistake. Arnav knew it straight away. Knew he had to go head down, and St. Louis, there's 0 for the loss of 1.
Hi, this is Pranoti Nadkarni with Master Strokes Cricket Americas. I would like to thank UST Minor League Youth Tournament for having our team, Houston Hurricanes. Go Hurricanes!
Thank you to our sponsors, Kudu B Raiders, Texas Skywalkers, and Houston Hurricanes, and to our training facilities, Creek Base and Prairie View Cricket Complex.
So Ryan Bagani, who was truly spectacular yesterday against the East Bay Blazers, showing it off here today. It's Mohit Patel who's come in, who'll be facing the second delivery. And just reaching out for it. Again, Ryan, he's someone who comes in, a lot of confidence, a lot of energy he brings to this Houston Hurricanes side. And again, taking advantage straight away. Bowled a brilliant Yorker delivery. That was all was done was sliced to covers. So now he's got Mohit Patel on strike. Again, you can see just a little bit of shape. Not much movement. Just a little bit of nip. That's a shot down the ground. Has he got all of it? Yeah, it didn't matter if he didn't. There's a fielder. There was no fielder out there. And 6 there. Mohit Patel, he's not going to slow down. He knows he's got a hit. And he does it quite well here. Again, take a look at this. Just angled in to the right-hander. It helps it along its way over deep mid-wicket. That's 6 runs to the name. The first runs come on the board for the St. Louis Americans.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
So welcome back here as this delivery comes in. A little bit of a misfield and allow them to come back for 2. Again, St. Louis will take all the runs they can. Houston with an abundance of runs. Again, don't want to have those misfields, but have the luxury that they can afford a couple. Don't want to get into that habit. Again, that 6 off the bat of Mohit Patel, backed up with 2 runs, have to flow from the get-go. You're going to need someone to put their hand up and stand like Dana Fwasi did today, earlier in that first innings. This one again angled in, again up in the air. This one he hasn't quite got all of, setting underneath it and takes the catch. Wicket number 2 this time in the form of Mohit Patel and Ryan Bagani. He gets wicket number 2, a dream start for the Houston Hurricanes as the second wicket falls here in the first over. Again, take a look, another delivery, went for the Yorker, just couldn't get all of it. Mohit Patel there to be hit, unable to do so. All he could do was find the fielder on the ring in the 30-yard circle. 8 for the loss of 2 now are the St. Louis Americans.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you, USD, a global provider of digital transformation solutions to large enterprises, for partnering with MiLC Youth.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, USD.
Welcome back. 1 over to go here in this first over. 1 delivery left. And Ryan Bagani's gotten them off to a dream start. 2 wickets, just 8 runs to the name for the St. Louis Americans. And it's going to bring out Shanak Sawant comes in to bat. Again, this game's so big for both sides. The winner advances to the conference championship against the Dallas Mustangs. And will we have an all-Texas conference final here at Prairie View, or the St. Louis Americans be able to spoil the fun at the moment? It's looking like it's going to be an all-Texas conference final, but cricket's a funny game, just takes a couple of deliveries. This is the last of the first. And the lovely Yorker there, watched the movement, and Shanak tried to come down the track to do something, couldn't find anything. Again, take a look at this, spots the movement right there, and York some wonderful bowling here from Ryan Bagani. 2 wickets in his first over, 8 for the loss of 2.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
And we come 1 over gone. A dream start for the Houston Hurricanes, taking 2 wickets. And just giving up 8 runs in the over as well. Brilliant stuff from Ryan Bagani. And they're going to go to the new bowler in Aran Natkarni. Who's going to come in to bowl this second over. Just going to want to keep the pressure on. Going to get to see Shanak Sawant. Again, he was a non-striker in the previous over. It was Mitanch. Face that final delivery from Ryan. Here we go. Angled in and brilliantly driven through the covers, but there's a sweeper cover there. It cleans up the mess. You're not going to mind that. All the Houston Hurricanes know St. Louis are going to need almost 12 runs and over at this point. They're going to need an abundance of boundaries. And if you keep boundaries off the board, you feel very confident in your ability to win this game. And for the Houston Hurricanes, again, 130 needed in 11 overs. And Mitanch, who's just played that 1 Beautiful Yorker from Ryan Begani. Watched the madness unfold at the non-striker's end in the previous over. Will be on strike. Goes for the big shot. Has he got all of it? Yeah, he has. That's going to be a couple of bounces over the rope. The second boundary here for the St. Louis Americans. They need a plenty more where that came from. Good shot this from Metange. All he had to do was lift it over the infield. That's all he needed, and he did exactly that. Got it over the rope for 4. Again, for a moment, the Houston Hurricanes thought they got wicket number 3. Looked like he had sliced it. Again, with the power play restrictions, just need to get it over the head of mid-off. Did exactly that. Gets it away for 4. Need plenty more where that came from to the St. Louis Americans. A good Yorker this from Aaron Natgani. We see Metange again attacking the bowler. And just basically felt like we got deja vu from what happened with Ryan Begani in the first over. Perfect Yorker to keep him in place. Your 4th delivery of the over. 13 runs on the board. A big swing, a big miss there. You can see him trying to heave it over to the leg side. Just unable to get bat onto it. A little bit of extra bounce here off of that length. We saw it in the first innings from the Pacers. Continuing here in the second. Bounce is held true at Prairie View. Pretty consistent all the way through. And there are a couple areas that are made for the bowlers. We can get an extra spin, extra bounce, and that was one of them. And that one just nips in off the seam. Again, bounces up. Metange just got cramped up for room. Can't find a way to get it going. 1 ball left here in this second over. A good comeback here from Aaron. Since that boundary, no runs to be had. Final delivery into Metange. Can he find bat on ball? No, it's just more brilliance from Aaron Natgarni. This one looks like it's jumped up off the pads into the chest of Metange. He goes down again. He's on one knee. Take a look at this. Again, it was well bowled here. Angled back in to that right-hander. That one might have been straight up on him. Looked like it's caught him straight in the chest there. I think just the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully he's okay. Again, we talk about the couple spots where the ball just seems to jump, but that does it for the second over. 13 for the loss of 2.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Ryan Begani gonna go for his second over here in the third. Had a brilliant first, 2 wickets from it. Just 8 runs he gave up. Here we go, into Shaunuk. And he's cleaned him up, he's gone straight through him. A little bit of movement off of the wicket back in. We saw him do it twice yesterday. And again, an absolute seed here from Ryan Begani. Just nips in off of the seam, and he's absolutely bowled. And wicket number 3. Take a look. This one just coming in, and again, straight through, knocks off that off stump. Beautiful delivering, beautiful bowling here from Ryan Begani. Starts off this third over with a wicket, 13 for the loss of 3.
Hi, this is Pranoti Nadkarni with Master Strokes Cricket Americas. I would like to thank UST Minor League Youth Tournament for having our team Houston Hurricanes. Go Hurricanes!
Thank you to our sponsors, Kudu B Raiders, Texas Skywalkers, and Houston Hurricanes, and to our training facilities, Creek Base and Prairie View Cricket Complex.
Three wickets down are the St. Louis Americans, and a spot of bother. Needing 125 from the remaining 10 overs. And it brings out Kaustubh into the middle. Kaustubh Shri Pardemburur. Ryan, he's gotten those key wickets early on, all 3 belonging to him. Been brilliant bowling. We saw that Yorker that could only be sliced out. One just found the toe end of the bat of Mohit Patel in that previous one. Probably the pick of the lot. Nipping in, and he's brought in a slip now with this fielder in. Because at this moment in the game, he has an opportunity to change it. Again, nip in. Is this an edge inside? It is. Back-to-back wickets for Ryan Begani. What a start he's having to this over. Unreal stuff here from Ryan. Again, that nip in, just undoing the bat. He brought in a first slip. This one going to the wicketkeeper on the leg side. Take a look at this. Ryan Begani started outside the off stump, just missing the off stump. Finds the inner part of the bat. Straight through to the wicketkeeper. And that 4th wicket goes. Begani, he's on a tear. And that does it, 13 for the loss of 4. Again, just have another look at that. Absolute beauty of a delivery here from Ryan Begani. He's been so good from the get-go. And the 4th wicket goes, 13 on our St. Louis for the loss of 4.
At MLC, we are serious about developing the youth cricket in the country.
We provide a lot of opportunities for the youth to show their talents,
including MLC Junior Championship U11 and U13.
Under 15.
Under 17.
UST MiLC Youth, the most competitive youth tournament in the country.
So in we go. Ryan Begani, he's on a hat trick. He's got the left-handed Barth on strike. Again, golden duck for Kaustubh. And it's Barth Patel. Excuse me, he's a right-hander. He's on strike. Hat trick delivery. Oh, and he's left it out wide. I think he's done himself a disservice there. Not a delivery that you're going to see many times take a wicket. But it is a dot ball. Still brilliant stuff here from Ryan. Great start to this second over. Again, St. Louis already 4 wickets down. Houston well ahead of the match at this stage. And again, they can already smell the conference finals. Just have to finish the job. And that's the delivery you want, but a lovely on drive there. Gotta be cut to just 1. Barth Patel just dug that Yorker out. Good looking stroke to start it off. So now it's Mithanch again, who's watched the majority of this over from the non-strikers end. Watched all the badness unfold. He saw 2 wickets in the first, 2 wickets here in the third. Hoping not to be wicket number 3. And it cuts in and has that just missed stumps. My goodness, how close was that to that off stump? You can see again that nip back through. Ryan Bagani can't quite believe it's missed. You can take a look, how close was that? Quite knew that wicket he was looking for. Mitansh, you can see his reaction. It's happened to every batsman that's come out to play, but Mitansh, he's the lucky one that gets to survive to tell the tale. This one sliced up in the air. Will third man find it? No. One bounce to him. And that'll do it for the third over. Another great over for the Houston Hurricanes. 2 more to the name of Ryan Bagani. 15 for the loss of 4.
Welcome to American Cricket Academy and Club, home of the St. Louis Americans.
ACAC Park is where a community comes together to build character and play cricket.
Here at ACAC Park, we are moving cricket to the next level with beautiful facilities like these.
Thank you to UST and our local sponsors for their continued support.
Three overs gone, 4 wickets gone for the St. Louis Americans, and this do-or-die match to get to that conference final. Houston started off well with the bat, starting off beautifully with the ball. 4 wickets in hand and 4 wickets taken by Ryan Bagani. It's going to be Aden Nathkarni continuing. Angled in and just missing that top of off stump. Again, you've seen that angling be the destruction of all these batsmen, been the demise of all of them. Take a look at this. Just missing that off stump, looking for that big swipe down the ground. It's a bowling masterclass at the moment from the Houston Hurricanes. This one is pushed over the leg side. It's going to be a much welcome boundary for Mitansh. Breaks a little bit of that pressure. It's much needed. And just take a look at this delivery here. Made some room. Came across the stumps. Able to pull this one away and into the gap. 4 runs there for Mitansh. And again, he's been stay at the crease, the longest man out there. He's got to find a way to put more bat on ball and get more runs on the board. Aden Nathkarni, after being hit for a 4 in his first over, put out a string of dot balls. Does he do the same here? Yeah, he starts off with one. Wicketkeeper just trying to keep Mitansh in his stumps, in his crease. But again, he's just keeping it away from that arc. Mitansh, he's been swinging inside of every single delivery so far. Kind of overcompensating for that nip back in. This one's going to be wide through the offside. Well kept. And Aaron is saying he moved across. Didn't move that far across. Can just take a look. Looked pretty good in live. And yeah, again, he moved across the stumps, but he didn't move that far to where that wasn't going to be deemed a wide ball. This one is sliced up in the air. Has he got all of it? No, the fielder's there and makes no mistake. That's the 5th wicket, and it's the first for Aden Nathkarni. Mitansh, who stayed at the crease, he's had the longest stay, but he's got to go. Never looked in rhythm. Slicing it up straight in the air. Just looking to heave it over the leg side. He knew it as soon as it came off. All he could do was pick out mid-on And that is the 5th wicket to go here for the St. Louis Americans. They're 20 for the loss of 5.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
What a start has been for St. Louis, for Houston. Not the start St. Louis was looking for, as it's Shlok Mehta coming out to bat here in the 4th over. They still need 118 runs, but at the moment, they can't seem to hold on to their wickets. They're 5 down. 4 for Ryan Bagani, 1 for Aaron Natkarni. It's been excellent stuff here from the Houston Hurricanes. Just so good so far. Dominated with both bat and ball to this point in time. Again, it's going to take something drastic for St. Louis to turn this thing around and get a win. Get something improbable. Don't need to call it impossible. Again, improbable, definitely the word that comes to mind. This one just pushed into the offside. Gonna get one. Quick throw, quick run, and good backup. Gets off the mark straight away. Shlok Mehta, and again, these two combined to face 3 deliveries to score 2 runs, and St. Louis gonna need a lot more than that. They want to see themselves over the line. Oh, this one jumps up, and that's out. It's caught the glove on the way through. Not much Parth Patel could do with that. You see him straight away say, how am I supposed to play this one? Just looking to fend it away. We've talked about some spots on the wicket where there's a little extra bounce. Take a look at how much this has jumped. Again, dug it in. It just jumps up on Parth. Not much he could do, and just feathers the glove through to the wicketkeeper. Simplest of catches, and that is 21 for 6 after 4.
At MLC, we are serious about developing the youth cricket in the country.
We provide a lot of opportunities for the youth to show their talents,
including MLC Junior Championship, U11 and U13.
Under 15.
Under 17.
UST MiLC Youth, the most competitive youth tournament in the country.
Four overs gone, 21 runs on the board. 6 wickets have fallen. The St. Louis Americans are just scrambling. The Houston Hurricanes, they've got a foot through the door to the conference final. Just seem to be shutting it at the moment on the St. Louis Americans. It's Shiv Shani coming in to bat. Shlok Mehta there with him. So we'll get to see these two, and we'll get to see the new bowler and Josh Sharipalla come into bowl. The young left arm orthodox who's a part of the Lone Star Athletic setup in minor league cricket. Bowled well yesterday, and coming off a heartbreaking loss where he bowled the final over in minor league, but he's come back strong in this youth tournament. This one is pushed away through the offside. Gonna just be 2. Again, St. Louis gonna try to stretch this game out as long as possible. Finish it out for that pride aspect. This one is just pushed into the offside. No runs to be had. Much fuller that time from Josh in Tushlok-Mehta. And Josh, he keeps things simple. And this one just worked again into the offside. Gonna get 1, so we're gonna get to see Shiv Shani now. This delivery jumps up on both batsman and keeper. It's going to run and going to be 2 runs out to the boundary off buys. Again, couple spots in the wicket. The ball just jumps, and that one of them. Wicket keeper hands above his head to try to collect this. Take a second look. Again, it's not even short, and it's just jumped all the way over the head of that wicket keeper. Good bowling here from Josh Sharipalla to start this over off. This one on top of stumps, and he's just feathered it away through fine leg. Some bat on the way through, I think, and is going to race away to the boundary for 4. Just beats the fielders. Shiv Shani showing some shots here. Again, just looks like it just came off that outer part of the bat. Not much the wicketkeeper could do with it. Again, just found enough legs to get to the boundary. 4 runs for the St. Louis Americans. This one outside the off stump and just played to the man at covers. Again, good over this from Josh Sharipalla. He's looked so sharp to start it off. 5 overs gone, 30 for the loss of 6.
Thank you, UST.
Thank you, UST, a global provider of digital transformation solutions to large enterprises, for partnering with MiLC Youth.
Thank you, UST.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, UST.
Welcome back here to Prairie View, Texas. 5 overs gone, 30 for the loss of 6. As Aden Natkarni is going to get a 3rd over here. He's picked up 2 wickets in his own right. He's got Shlok Mehta and Shiv Shani in the middle. This one is shipped up in the air. Who wants it? Cover takes it. And that is going to be the 7th wicket to fall. The 3rd for Aden Natkarni. He's bowled really well today, angling everything back in. Looking to take it over covers. All he could do was find the man sitting on the circle. Again, take a look. Just trying to drive it on the up. But high off the bat. And nice and easy straight into the hands. That is the 7th wicket to fall. The score reads 30 for the loss of 7.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people, who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Welcome back here to Prairie View, Texas. Here in the 6th over, the score reads 30 for the loss of 7. It's been just dominating from the Houston Hurricanes in all aspects of the match. Bat, ball, what they've done in the field as well. Been so sharp all the way through. They're just taking St. Louis out of this game. Again, the winner of this, which at this point looks like it will be the Houston Hurricanes, moves on to the conference finals. Will they'll take on the Dallas Mustangs, and it looks like we're going to have an all-Houston clash. An all-Texas clash in that conference final. Again, it just looks so good. The Houston Hurricanes, and they've been bowling so well. They've played brilliantly with the bat. Donna Flossie got him off to a good start, and it's Adanath Garni, fresh off a wicket. That one aerial is away from the man at backward point. Just going to be one. For a moment, I think everyone in the infield thought it was going to be this 8th wicket to go. But Shiv Shani just able to maneuver it away from that fielder. This one much closer to stumps, and all they could do was run it inside the circle. Quick throw, and going to leak some overthrows here. Not really needed, that throw, and it's going to be at least 2, and it's 4 off overthrows. Not sure why that throw was made from the fielder inside the ring. Really no need for that, but it ends up being a boundary to the name for the St. Louis, and they'll take all the runs that they can get. It ends up being 6 runs as they ran 2 before. Excuse me, no, they're not going to count it as 6. The umpire did signal 4, and it is just going to be 4. Get his first look at Shreyas on strike. The right-hander, he's just dug it in and angles it back into him. Got that last delivery going for 5 runs, and that single will bring back Shiv onto strike, and we'll get to see the lefty take on Adanath Garni, who's looked so good today. Well, been bowling really well. 3 wickets to the name, maybe a little overshadowed by Ryan Bagani, who's, again, been exceptional, as it seems like he always is. Such a consistent player. This one up in the air should be taken, just dropped short. Didn't carry to Aaron. He thought he got wicket number 4 for him and wicket number 8 for the team. Take a look. Just pops up off the wicket, high off the bat, and just falls short of Adanath Garni. He thought he had that 4th wicket of his. Shiv survives. Again, it's been really entertaining stuff here from the Houston Hurricanes. They've shown really good intensity, been really intent with everything. Showed good intent with the bat, trying to go down the ground, and with the ball, not letting up. Look at this shot there. The dill scoop comes out, the little reverse paddle. Gets it all the way to the boundary for 4. Needs some innovative strokes to the St. Louis Americans. Again, might be a little too late. But Shiv Shani not shying away. Moving across, and no chance for the wicketkeeper. 4 down to fine leg. Takes advantage of that missed opportunity from the Houston Hurricanes. Moves the score to 42 for the loss of 7 after 6.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Here we go. 6 overs gone, 42 for the loss of 7 are the St. Louis Americans, and the ball going to be given to Josh Sharipalla to continue. The left-arm orthodox bowled well in his first over. Was in consistent areas and just gave up 7 runs in that over. The man on strike, Shreyas Chandragiri. Again, a slip in play because we've seen some bounce and turn. This one just pushed straight back and gonna be 1 out to long off, so we'll get to see more of Shiv Shani on strike. Showed really great intent with the bat. Played a couple of reverses and tail scoops. One to Josh Sharipalla, one in the previous over. This one just cut away and a little bit of confusion. Not going to take the run. Again, St. Louis at this stage feels like as if they're just trying to get to 12 overs, finish it out. Since that they don't have much of an opportunity to win the match. This one just maneuvered into the leg side. Going to be 1. See the throw coming in from the wicketkeeper. Steamy trying to get that run out. See if he can create the 8th wicket. This one is an outside edge, but it's going to fall away from everybody. Chance of a run out. Couldn't collect it. Nearly everything. Again, take a look at this. Turn and bounce. Jumps up and falls short of point. And this one, had it been direct, would have been the end for Shreyas. Instead, misses it altogether, and it'll be Shiv Shani on strike. This one again uppish, and again falling short. Nearly back-to-back there, wickets. But instead they just fall short of any of the fielders. Try to cut it, some overbounce on it as well. That's a good 7th over there for the Houston Hurricanes. 45 for the loss of 7.
At MLC, we are serious about developing the youth cricket in the country.
We provide a lot of opportunities for the youth to show their talents,
including MLC Junior Championship, U11 and U13.
Under 15.
Under 17.
UST MiLC Youth, the most competitive youth tournament in the country.
Welcome back to Prairie View. Seven overs gone as Ryan Badgarni coming in for his 3rd. He's taken 4 wickets. He's looking for a fifer. He's got Shreyas Chandragiri on strike, who's just been not given a life, but had a half chance that didn't quite carry. Ryan's been so good so far today, shown some nip in off of the seam. Can he be hoping for wicket number 5? Just giving up 10 runs in 2 overs, has 4 wickets to his name. And remember, his first over went for 8. So since then, just 2 runs he's given up. And just probing outside that off stump. Nearly playing at it. Ryan again, he's just trying to get Shreyas to commit to those drives and sneak one back through the gate. It's what has been the formula. It's been the successful formula for him as well. This one does move back in and it's just maneuvered to third man. Going to be 1 run. Now he's got the left-handed Shivshani on strike, who's shown intent to try and score. Again, this is Ryan's last over in this 12 overs match. And Ryan just looking for his 5th. He wants to capitalize. A good day for him with the ball. Back-to-back days that he's played really well with the ball. He's going to want to capitalize it with the fifer. Put an exclamation point on this match. Pushed out wide and maneuvered through point. Should reach the boundary, and it will. Not a great delivery that from Ryan. One of the few looseners that we've seen. It was full, it was wide, and with no deep point. Any bat on that runs it away for 4 runs. St. Louis get a boundary, and again, Shivshani, he's willing to play away from the body. He's looking to score. We'll see if Ryan can sneak one back through the gate. If you can get one to just jump up off the surface. He's just looking for that 5th wicket. 3 balls to get it. Nearly that. Nearly that. Looking to play that dill scoop again, Shiv. Looked like he might have just feathered one. Fell short of the wicketkeeper. 1 bounce to him. Nearly opened up his stumps too. 2 deliveries left for his fight for Ryan. That's what he's got to be thinking about. Can he find it? Pushes it out wide and left alone. And you can see the man at first flip saying, why is that delivery you're bowling? You got 1 ball left, Ryan. Can you get your fifer? You deserve to have it. You've bowled quite well. Does he show up that Yorker again? We've seen him bowl it twice already today. It's right on the money. Let's go to a length ball on stumps. Here he's just push another one out wide. Last delivery to get a fifer. Pushes it out wide, runs it through point again. Not quite as well timed, so it should just be a couple of runs. He's going to miss out on 5 wickets there, Ryan, but it's been a good spell for him. 3 overs, 16 runs, and 4 wickets. The score reads 51 for the loss of 7.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
Here at Prairie View, Texas, the Houston Hurricanes just looking to wrap this game up with the bow. Got off to a flying start with the bat, took wickets early. The St. Louis Americans need 87 runs in 4 overs. Seems rather unlikely. Houston Hurricanes just need 3 wickets. And again, I think St. Louis just looking to bat out their 12 overs now as Houston Hurricanes trying to decide who they want to give the ball to. Do they go to the skipper Shreyan? Looks like They are going to go to the skipper. Had a good knock today, Shreyan. It would score some 30-odd runs. Or rather, not Shreyan, but his brother. They go into Aryan. Aryan Satish, the younger brother of Shreyan Satish, the captain of this Hurricane side, bowled really well yesterday. Kept things tight, took wickets in the middle overs against the East Bay Blazers. This one, another dill scoop for Shiv Shani. It's a shot he seems to love to play, and they're going to get 2 from it. Very eager. You have to consider just putting a fine leg inside the circle. It's a good shot there, outside the line of stumps. Just had to get it over, put some bat on it. It's at least 2. And that fine leg looks like he is coming into position. I'd still like to have him a little bit straighter. Haven't seen him get real bad on it to maneuver it to square. He's been more straight. This one worked into the leg side. Gonna get 1 from it. Slip and play. This one slashed outside edge. Gonna run through third man. Just gonna settle for 1. Brings back Shiv Shani. This one just missing stumps there. It was too close to cut from Shiv Shani. Nice and tight. I think Aryan's realized that to Shiv, you keep everything on stumps. Not going to look to play a lot of those scoops. Going to be given the room to do it. Pushes it out wide and follows him. Finds the inner part of the bat. Straight to short mid-wicket. This one again pushed out wide, cut through the offside, and they go ahead, get a single to end the over. 9 overs gone, 56 for the loss of 7.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you, USD, a global provider of digital transformation solutions to large enterprises, for partnering with MiLC Youth.
Thank you, USD.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, USD.
9 overs gone, 56 runs on the board, 7 wickets down. Again, it's just been dominating for the Houston Hurricanes, and we're going to see Reith Hinge come into bowl. Heath again not having the showing he would have liked today with the bat in hand, but looking forward with the ball. Again, St. Louis just looking to finish out their 12 overs. The Houston Hurricanes, you'd say at this point, are through to the final, the conference final, where they'll take on Dallas. So just maneuvered in to the leg side, and again that'll happen later today, and it'll be a good battle. It'll be the Texas Bowl. Gotta get a cool name for this bowl game because, you know, in college football world, you had the Red River Showdown between Texas and Oklahoma, the Iron Bowl for Alabama Auburn. We got to find a way to get a cool name in for this battle of two Texas teams. Not sure if there's an annual battle between the University of Texas and Texas A&M, but something maybe along those lines. Elsewhere in today's play, the Atlanta Fire getting things going against the DC Hawks. As this one is going to be just run down to third man. We have the Atlanta Fire who have come into bat. 4 overs gone, 24 for the loss of 1. They're against the DC Hawks who come off their win against the Morrisville Raptors yesterday in the afternoon. The Seattle Thunderbolts taking on the Silicon Valley Strikers. Seattle's 83 for 3 after 12 overs, batting first. Again, we have plenty of games coming up on the dock this afternoon. We got the 2 playoff games. This one, oh, that's a lot of bounce there from Heath Hinge. Is jumped up. That's going to be called 1 for the over. Again, some extra bounce on offer. Again, later today, we'll see the Houston Hurricanes take on the Dallas Mustangs. The Morrisville Raptors take on the New Jersey Stallions. Both of those the conference finals. And then again, the winner of those 2 games will take on each other tomorrow in the final at 9:30 a.m. More jump, and this one's going to be a no ball. The umpire just warned Heath. That was 1 for the over this time. It's deemed a second. So a free hit given to Shiv Shani, who's looked to be aggressive all day. Let's take a look at the decision here from the umpire. Yeah, it looked to be a good one. Looked to pass him above the shoulder. And once it's above that area, again, 1 for the over. Already given that. So he's going to be given the second one. This one is just maneuvered into the leg side. Gonna just be 1. Again, Houston, whenever they've needed to have a big performance, they've had it yesterday with the bat. Didn't quite click. 130. Actually, you know, interesting note, they scored more runs today in their 12-over match, scoring 136 than they did in their 20-over match yesterday, just scoring 130. But yesterday they clicked with the ball when they had to. Today they've been so good from the get-go. This one's just look to be pulled. Going to find the fielder, and that'll do it for 10 overs. 2 overs left. 60 for the loss of 7.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
So we welcome you back here to the Prairie View Cricket Complex for the UST Minor League Youth Tournament of 2022. It's been a phenomenal tournament that we've seen showcasing all these youngsters from all across the country. A lot of the owners of minor league cricket will get a chance to see what players will be at their disposal to pick up for next year, or what players they should be using more often in this year's minor league, maybe change the fortune of their sides. Oftentimes the best teams in minor league cricket have the best youth players, and their youth players always impact the games. As it's Aryan coming back into bowl, Aryan Satish. I'm just going to give it an over of leg spin. You know, we talk about the teams that stand out. Talk about the 2 finals teams from last year. Silicon Valley Strikers, who took on the New Jersey Stallions. The Strikers, of course, with Rahul Jodiwala, who opened the batting for them last year, kept Dave Tadani, a bowler that's been really good for them, takes wickets. For the New Jersey Stallions, think of Saiteja Mukamala, an opening bat, who they've let come in opening one down and let him just express himself. Raymond Ramratin opens the batting for them as well. He's always made a big impact, so these youths become ever so more important. This one just run down to third man. Should be two as they come back quite easily, jogging. So I think for a lot of the teams who may be struggling in minor league or looking for that extra gear as they head closer to the playoff circuit to launch themselves into playoff contention, got to look at the youth players and say, you know, how can we utilize their skill set to help the team win? And again, the minor league just letting all these players express themselves in this youth tournament. As we've seen Shiv Shani express himself here today, played a couple of dill scoops and some big sweeps. He's not just looked to defend balls away until that 12th over. Too close to cut, and he goes. Shiv Shani, one shot too many. This time a feathered edge straight through. There's a good innings of 30 off 27. But the 8th wicket finally falls here in the 11th. Off the bowling of Aryan Satish. Take a look. Makes some room for himself. It's on a length again. Spinning, and I think it just jumped on him a bit. Found the top edge, and again, subdued celebrations from both keeper and bowler. That brings out the 8th wicket, 64 for the loss of 8.
Hi, this is Pranoti Nadkarni with Master Strokes Cricket Americas. I would like to thank UST Minor League Youth Tournament for having our team Houston Hurricanes. Go Hurricanes!
Thank you to our sponsors, Kudu B Raiders, Texas Skywalkers, and Houston Hurricanes, and to our training facilities, Creek Base and Prairie View Cricket Complex.
Last delivery here of the 11th. And turns to end that 11th over, 64 for the loss of 8.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? How did a healthcare company support 5.5 million customers with nearly 100% accuracy? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Let's build for boundless impact. Discover how at ust.com.
One over to go here in this matchup between the Houston Hurricanes and the St. Louis Americans, and 1 over separates the Houston Hurricanes from their ticket to the conference finals. As Reith Hinge comes back into bowl. Again, he's just keeping it on a length, and again, Houston Hurricanes set to take on the Dallas Mustangs now. 4 balls separate that in the conference finals later today. So much cricket still to be played here in this EST Minor League Youth Tournament of 2022. Again, 2 conference finals games going on this afternoon. See 2 games going on alongside this one, so you can check those out. And of course, the finals happening tomorrow morning. And a pew here, and Reith, you can see he really wants that wicket. Knows there's just 3 balls left to be bowled, and he thought he had it here, and the umpire said not out. Bowler and keeper here seem to be convinced. Keeping it outside of the arc there. Heath Hinge. And again, Houston Hurricanes are going to need all their players to start firing. If they get another performance from Rayan Bagani in that conference finals, you never know what could happen. Dallas, the favorites coming in. But again, to have a performance like they had today could change the script. So 1 ball left and 1 ball separates Houston. From the collision with the Dallas Mustangs. And that'll do it. You can see the celebrations come out. They know it. The Houston Hurricanes, they've just clinched their spot into that conference final with that final delivery bowl, a dominating performance all the way through. They win by 72 runs, scoring 137 in their first innings and absolutely dominating St. Louis with the ball. Take a look at the scorecard here for St. Louis. Again, no one really got any rhythm until Shiv Shani comes in and hits 30 off of 28, but by that point, it was far too late. Again, nothing really to speak of for the St. Louis Americans. As you look at the bowling card for the Houston Hurricanes, is that man at the top of the screen, Rayan Bagani, 3 overs, 16 runs, 4 wickets. Lovely stuff for him. Arun Nathkarni, 3 overs, 23 runs and 3 wickets. Josh Sarapalla, 2 overs, 10 runs. Aryan Satish, 2 overs, 9 runs and a wicket. And Heath Hinge, 2 overs, 5 runs. And again, a big-time win, a 73 run win. And here are the wickets. Got things going early, Ryan. This was the first wicket of Arnav Jamd. He had to go. First delivery of that second innings. And Ryan, though, he didn't stop there. This is the second. It's Mohit Patel who's put a boundary away before this ball. This time could only find the fielder at mid-on. This was probably the ball of the day here. Look at that nip back in. Cleans up. Rayan Bagani, so good. This ball, just a delivery later. Gets the inside edge, through to the keeper. And that is 4 down, just like that. And Aryan Nathkarni, he didn't miss out either. This wicket sliced up straight in the air, mid-on. Busy day. Takes that catch. And the first 4 from Ryan, the next 3 from Aryan. This one just jumping up, catching the glove on the way through. And then this delivery here. Tried to go over the top of covers. All he could do was find the captain standing over there. 3 wickets for him. And then the young leg spinner picking up 1 as well. That one through to the keeper. At that point, the match was already a certainty. Houston Hurricanes dominating performance here. And they'll move on to the conference finals. So they'll see the Dallas Mustangs. Don't go anywhere, folks. We thank you so much for watching this game. But make sure you tune in to all the coverage we have going on throughout today and tomorrow. I'm Mohit Patel signing off for now. We'll see you later here in the afternoon at Prairie View, Texas.